What's up, guys? I'm Macman back on Macman TV with
Yeah.
Dadman, and our special guest. This dude is new to the scene, and I guarantee he will be the one to take over, Mr. Joseph Lewis,
The third.
the
I
third.
appreciate that, man. Thank you for the warm welcome, man. I'm happy to be here.
So, with my first question, you know how that with the whole LP situation, like, what would you have done if you were in his situation, and how do you feel with the whole situation?
Yeah, that's a good question, man. I mean, for me right now, like, I feel like number one, I wish I could have went out there and just clear cut, took the victory without all of this, controversy going around it, right? Um, I felt like I had the game won 30-23. If I would have went ahead and just knocked the free throw down, but
Right.
it was a lot of stuff outside of my control that happened, and I just went with it. You know what I'm saying? So, how do I feel? I mean, I felt good about the way I went out there and competed, you know what I'm saying? But I already knew, what I was going to bring to the table. But just, around all of the talk that's going on, I just wish it was a clear-cut victory. So that's
Right.
the difference.
So with the Urkel ref, right? So he
That's
he
crazy.
was terrible. And do you think he messed up like your game and flow? And if there was a different ref, do you think that would have switched out the outcome for sure?
Yeah,
As you said with the free throw.
it's unfortunate because I mean, I like the refs, off the court, but they did a terrible job in there, man. And
I
I
call
think,
spade a spade.
as this continues to grow, I think the ref it's very important. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? When you talk
Mhm.
about one, you want pros to come to this space, you got to have, pro level refs to officiate the games
Right.
because those little details make all the difference when you talk about one-on-one. So they missed a lot of calls. And I think just it was weird how they were calling it because I mean it was so many things. I mean I really
Yeah.
want a reaction to the game because it was a lot in there.
Right. See, and
It was a
what
lot.
we was noticing it was happening all day was
It happened first with the
yeah, like
Bruce
they
and
was
Boone.
calling it so touchy at the top, but then letting the crazy stuff go on in the paint on the finishes. Like
Yeah.
it's just like you so I was telling I don't know if I was telling Nas or somebody, it's hard as a player, right? I mean, I'm a little older than you, but you've been hooping for a long time. I've hooped before, never on none of you guys' level, never would even act like I was, right? But it's hard to catch a flow when a referee's not giving you a pattern of foul calling or anything. Like if you're driving to the paint and I give you a touch and it's a touch foul, then I go to the paint and I get mauled and you don't give me that. So I think I can maul the person back. And I don't know what you're gonna call, you know what I mean? So it's rough when you got the refs. Only thing I can say, I guess Dave said something about a ref Rob. Ref Rob, I don't know if you ever played it with him before. He's usually pretty stern and on top of his game. So the fact that he couldn't show last minute, if that's what transpired, I'm pretty sure that's what you guys are seeing in that day with him having to get the dude. I don't even know his name. I'm not gonna call him Urkel, but the people with the commentators call him Urkel, so he's probably gonna call him Urkel. So you know what I mean? It is what it is.
Well,
Yeah,
with the
it's unfortunate because I believe that the toughest thing as an athlete is dealing with inconsistency. You just don't know what you're gonna get, right? So for me though, like preparing for this match and like having gone, in the trenches before, like in my battle with Skoob, like I just learned that don't expect the foul, right?
Yeah.
Don't expect it. Don't play for the whistle. You just got to go out and hoop. And so that was my mentality going in. So that's why I was just like, I didn't really let it get to me.
Right.
And I just stayed locked in, to the goal. But it does, it definitely changes the outcome of the game for sure.
to me, it looked like they just picked a random dude from the crowd to ref.
No, I don't think that. I'm pretty sure. No. He remember he did the same rep when they 3-on-3.
Yeah,
That was
Yeah.
the
but
same
it
dude.
was
But he'd
it was
been there.
bad.
He'd been getting his reps. He'd been getting his reps as a rep. He just chose that day to have a bad day. Yeah, that's just what it was. He didn't have a when we watched our 3v3, he didn't have a bad day that day. It was pretty smooth game.
It's
Clean
also
game.
there was still questionable calls, but
Yeah,
it's going
probably.
to happen with any ref.
Right. What you got?
It's gonna happen. It's definitely gonna happen.
Definitely what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to you though, because
You
I'm
played through it.
played that there ago. You just
I
said
would have
it.
complained.
Played through it. Like no free throw. I'd have lost my mind. What you mean? That's double foul. That's an automatic free throw no matter what. Okay, you the one on the floor,
Yeah.
cool, but double foul, everybody knows in the space it's a free throw
Yeah, I mean, it took me by surprise. I mean, the only thing that went through my mind was like, okay, it might be different rules for this
for the
specific
specific
event.
event, right?
That's why I was just like, all right, but like clearly you'll see me go to the line, You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? After
Waiting, waiting.
when I had 29, I got fouled going up for a layup. I
Yeah,
went to the line. I was waiting for my free throws.
waiting.
There's a lot of people saying he didn't want his free throws. Like, no, I went to the line. I wanted my free throw. But once the refs made the decision, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, to check the ball back up top, the only thing I realize now is like, and a lot of people are saying like I should have complained more, but
Right,
that's just not in my makeup. Like once the refs say something, like all right, let's
right,
check up. Like I'm not about
right.
to. I didn't know it was my job to advocate for myself and to be complaining to the refs and
And,
be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? No, like give me my free throw because I didn't seen it in other games. Like
and
that's
that
not my
Mhm.
role.
and that's where in this space a good corner man is good to have too because think like a school man he's not going for that.
Yeah,
Skoob Manny's always in Scoob's corner. He's not going, bro. I know what's going. I've been around. I mean, that's why having a good corner man, as well as yourself too. But sometimes you want to lock in on the game, like you said, and you
right.
don't want to start questioning. I even tell him sometimes in his basketball games, it's like, bro, you can't be the referee mess around not give you no call if you even make a face, especially as a kid. Like you make a face, I'm like, what's that? Or try to show them up, they might not give you a call the rest of the game. So you gotta just stay locked in. Let your coach, talk to the ref or whoever, whatever. So you
Facts. And
good.
I think that's also a part, being new to the space.
Right,
You're gonna take, some on the chin, just, and learning experience. So I'm learning a lot, man. At the end of the
right,
day, but my mindset was like, don't worry about the ref, just compete. Don't look for the whistle, just go out there and get it. And so once they said check it up, I'm like, cool, I'm gonna check up. The problem is right after that, I get fouled again. So that's the second foul. So you post to
right,
shoot again, and then
right.
they give me that.
That's the
You know what I'm
one.
saying?
That's
So
the one that don't
now
make no sense.
so now it's like really like looking back at it, I'm like, oh, this is crazy. And then if you can't end the game on a free throw, Lamar is just like, oh, I'm gonna just keep fouling them then. So
And
that's
that's the
what
whole
he
purpose
did.
that you. That's the whole purpose why it's
Right.
not why you're supposed to be able to win the game on a free throw. So can't nobody make a game look like that.
No fact.
You
So
know what I
check this
mean?
out. So like during the game, right? So I'm playing, I'm just like, all right, now I just gotta get one more bucket. And I was like, after the game, I was salty because I'm just sitting there like, dang, like I should have just scored one more bucket. But then I went back and watched it. I'm like, yo, I'm getting fouled every possession.
Right,
I was hard on myself right after the game because I felt like I should have just went out in there and ended it. But then I'm realizing, like, watching it, like, dang, I was getting hacked. Like, it was a lot
right,
of positions. And then I went back and I fouled him too because it's like at this point, like, I'm not about to allow you to now just get a bucket and
right.
end the game on me. So now we both fouling. But then I realized too, it was a situation where he had 28 points. I fouled him going for a shot, and he don't even take his free throw. He said,
And you
no,
say
I
you
don't.
don't want it. You can't do that. You can't turn the free throw down.
So that's another thing that happened because I watched yeah, he turned down a free throw and he
That's
was
that's that's a turnover. If you turn the free throw down, it's a turnover.
exactly. So and he was missing a lot of free throws that game. So, in my mind, he was just like, no, I'd rather go ahead and take my chances and get this bucket
To
than
try
get a
to
free.
win
So
it.
it was a lot of just inconsistencies all the way around. And then obviously the five dribbles. And it was just
Right.
like, yo, like what are we doing here? And this is the crazy part about the five dribbles.
Uh
Like I'm counting in my head, right?
uh.
And so, when somebody take a fourth dribble, that's their last dribble. So
That's the
I'm
one you
pressing up,
closing up. Right. He somehow
right?
escaped. He
Then he
escapes
takes
it.
another dribble. So it's like I
Something
can't
ain't right.
guard that.
I know
Like,
I ain't tripping. Like I know I ain't tripping.
and so look, so right after you got the bucket, I literally look up and I say that's five, and then nobody said nothing, and
Right.
s- and then so after nobody said nothing, I'm just like, dang, well, I must have miscounted, and that's just
Right.
game. But
Right.
nobody said nothing. I'm just like, yo, that's five dribbles, and you'll
That's
see me
crazy.
say that. I'm like, it's five, and then nobody said nothing, and then the refs finally came together, and apparently one of the refs said it was four dribbles,
Uh,
and one of the other refs said it was five dribbles.
right.
So therefore, you have to review it if they can't come to a consensus, and then by that time, LP had left,
Right.
and so it was just so much confusion, bro. But then once they saw on tape that he actually, oh my bad, my mic low. Once he actually saw that it took five dribbles, they called him back out. So my thing at the end of the game too, a lot of people was confused because I got on the mic and I was just like, bro, I don't respect that. I want to end the game straight up. Like I don't want to win on no disqualification. Like let's
Mm-hmm.
just check up. But then I said, I could have took the free throw. And so he need to come back out here and,
Finish
finish
the
the
game.
game. And that
Wait,
and
what
that
do you say? Let him come be a man.
no, because like my thing, and a lot of people saying, because I said I could have took the free throw, a lot of people thought that I turned my free throw down. But what I was
Right.
saying was the refs made a decision. So
Right.
I'm honoring what the ref said. And so the same way I'm honoring what the ref said, you got to come back out here and finish the game. So you got
Right.
to honor the refs. You know what I'm saying? So Yeah, it was just a lot of
A lot going on.
confusion going on, a lot of
Mhm.
Right,
craziness.
right.
But
Yeah.
it's cool though.
What you got, man?
Well, with you being newer to the scene, well, your only game before that with LP is Skoob. Who do you think was the tougher matchup, Skoob or LP?
I'm definitely gonna go with Scoob. Um, it was just more of like I feel like Scoob is just the ultimate competitor, man. Like the same cloth that I'm made of. So we go, it's two dogs going at it. Um, I respected Lamar, but I don't feel like I got his A game. Like he didn't give me, you know, that same level of respect I was bringing to the table for him.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like, and then especially how he ended it, it's like, man, I don't honor that. You know what I'm saying? A dog is a dog, a competitor is a competitor.
Right,
And he did, to his credit, come out and apologize for the way he handled it. So
right,
I respect that. But it's just like in that moment. So no, I definitely think the battle with Scoob was a tougher battle.
right.
But I will say I had more time to prepare for this one.
Mhm.
So, I think that, the battle with Scoob, I kind of didn't know what to expect or now, but I definitely want to run that one
On
back for
that
sure.
back, you need that back, you need that back.
So, so.
So